kick it, Jackie Chan.
Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett.
The yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cougars Relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 22. And we return to the franchise in the month of July because we have got a banger. It is July, which means there's a bunch of stuff that happens. We've got potential home run derby. We've got potential all-star game. We've got potential trade deadline action all in today's video. Hope you guys are excited for it. If you are, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started. Here we are. It is the month of July. As I mentioned, we stopped simulating last episode at the 11th. Where we had a 2-game series against Philadelphia. We've lost 3 total games so far in July after playing about a week and a half. We are currently sitting 55-37, which is by far the best record we've had at this point, obviously, in this entire series. And we are now 8.5 games up on the Astros for the division lead. Remember, the Astros were only like 4 games back, or maybe 3 games back, when we played them in this series right here at the end of June, because we got swept by the Angels for some weird reason. I don't know how we got swept by the Angels, but whatever, we did. And then we played the Astros, we swept them, which was absolutely massive, because that pushed them back to, I think that they were a game back when we played them here. They were a game back. And then when we swept them, they went back to 4 games. And then we swept the Blue Jays, and then we beat we tied the Angels in a 4-game series 2-2. So that was a really crucial series that completely changed the tide. And now we have an 8.5 game lead. So now we have a little bit more comfort as we go into the month of July, which we are continuing to play. It looks like Austin Riley will start at third base for the All-Star team. That is awesome. I think we checked last episode. Austin Riley is in contention for the MVP of the American League for the 2nd straight year. He's the defending champ, or the defending award winner. And we also have Morales contending for the Cy Young, which we haven't had a Cy Young winner since Shohei Ohtani a couple of years ago. So we are in contention for some big-time awards this year. Possible 2-time MVP, is that even a thing? And more importantly, we are in talks to possibly trade not only Shane Baz, but Skubal as well. And Skubal could be on the move for Yarlin Susana from the Padres. We talked about that at the end of last episode. I almost pulled the trigger on it last episode, but I ended up holding off until today's episode so that we can actually do it officially during trade deadline season. So that is where we leave off. Now we pick up here against the Phillies. Let's simulate these two games and see how we fare against them. We sweep them in the 2-game set. Morales gets his 13th win of the season, just furthering that point that he's probably going to win Cy Young this year. What a pickup he's been. And now we have a 4-game set against the Mariners, which will take us to the Home Run Derby. So let's simulate these games against the Mariners. We lose 1. Ooh, another big trade. Cardinals get Willie Castro from the Tigers for 2 young prospects. Okay, very interesting. And now we have lost 2 games against the Mariners. Very interesting. Not sure why we've lost those games. Anybody interesting on the trade block? Jesse Winker, not really. Although I think Jesse Winker's in All-Star conversations, isn't he? I think he's a starter in left field. Let me go to... Where do I go to see the All-Star stuff? Is it just gone now because we're so close? It might be just gone because we're so close. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I thought that he was in contention for that, or in talks for that, but maybe not. Let's simulate this game against the Mariners. Auto-utilize. Da-da-da-da-da. Play the Home Run Derby. I don't know if we have anybody in the Home Run Derby. Do we? We do. We have Austin Riley at 31 home runs. He will be taking on Rafael Devers, Pete Alonso, former Cougar, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Eloy Jimenez, Julio Urias, Luis Urias, Joey Bart, and Bobby Bradley. So 2 Marlins players make the home run derby, 2 Red Sox players, a Brewer, a Giant, and a Cougar. So we will take on these boys. We're probably going to have to face Bobby Bradley because we're the 1 seed. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that we can win a home run derby because we don't win many of these things in my series because I kind of choke things at the end. But hopefully the defending MVP, hopefully 2-time MVP, can get it done today. I'll see you guys at the Derby.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle head-to-head in a single elimination bracket. In each round, the contestants will be given 4 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant hits 2 home runs 440 feet or further, they will earn an additional 30 seconds of bonus time. Whoever hits the most home runs will advance to the next round. Until one, let's get right to it.
All right, here we go, everybody. Bobby Bradley's up, and we're just going to skip right to the next user batter. He hit 14 home runs, so all we got to do is hit 15, and we move on to round number 2. But that should be pretty simple for the defending American League MVP, who's having another fantastic season. We are 2 for 2. I missed that one. I got a little bit out in front of that one. That's my bad. There we go. That's number 3. That was a short one, but it does go across. Where are we at? Oh, we're in Chicago. So this is kind of home turf. I know we're not in our own home stadium. We're in the White Sox home stadium, but we didn't have to go very far to travel up to the White Sox ballpark to head to All-Star Weekend. I don't know how many All-Stars we're going to have. I know, obviously, we have Austin Riley, but we're going to have Morales, and he's probably going to be the All-Star starter for the American League. Oh, that was a perfect. That one felt amazing off the bat. We are at 6, hopefully now 7. That's going to be to center field. It does go over. We have one of the bonus time, or one of the home runs for bonus time, but we don't have the other. We need to hit another 440. That was close at 436. If we can hit another 440, we'll feel pretty confident we can do this, but we only have 4 more to go after this one. And we have about a minute and change left to go in time, in regular time, and we still have our timeout. And now we have just got 1 left to tie. That was 4:45. We just got bonus time, so now we don't have to worry at all. Let's call our timeout, use the timeout with a minute and 18 to go. We don't even need bonus time because Riley puts the 14th one in to tie, and this one to win the home run derby round 1. Yes, sir! Advances to the next round. Austin Riley takes care of Bobby Bradley. You can't beat the defending MVP. Not when he goes second and knows what he has to do. We move on to the second round, the semifinals. Eloy Jimenez will step up. He will hit 18 home runs. That's not good because now Vladdy has to hit 19. Will Vladdy do it? No, Vladdy only hit 17. So we will take on Eloy Jimenez in the next round. Luis Urias, a weird participant in the home run derby. Don't usually see him in it, but he hits 15 in round 1. The Polar Bear steps up, former Cougar, and he will hit 16, so Pete moves on. That'd be pretty poetic if Pete makes it to the finals against us. Joey Bart hits 14, and he will go up against Rafael Devers, who hits 15. So it'll be us versus Eloy and Pete versus Rafael in the semifinals of the Home Run Derby. And Eloy will go first, so we know what we have to hit. He will hit 19, so we have to hit 20 home runs in the semifinals to make it to the finals. Why did he have to make it so difficult for me? There goes 0 for 2. Come on, Riley. You didn't use all your power in round 1. I know that. You are a stud. I think we won a home run derby with Pete a couple of seasons ago. I remember. But I don't think we've ever won one with Austin Riley. We've competed with Austin Riley in a home run derby before, but I don't think we've ever won one with him. I think we've made it to the finals with him, but we never won it. Or maybe we made it to the semifinals. I don't remember. I know we've won one with Pete. I know for a fact that we won one with Pete because I used it as a thumbnail, I'm pretty sure, in the series. So I'm pretty sure we won one with Pete. And we do have the bonus time pretty easily and pretty quick. That's also very useful because we are sitting with a little over 2 minutes of time left to go in the round. And come on, Pitcher, what are you doing here? You're throwing me low balls. I don't want low balls. I want ones right down the gullet. That's going to be a line drive. It doesn't get out of there. We have 10 home runs to tie, 11 to win. And we've got time. We just need to be efficient with our time. There we go. We can't make mistakes. I'm probably going to use my timeout after this one. Yeah, let's use the timeout. 12 home runs. Come on, Riley. You've got your bonus time. There we go. There we go. Keep driving them out of the ballpark. Eloy Jimenez just wanted to make it super difficult for us. He wanted to make us work for our championship trophy that we want to get. 418. 3 more to tie. 4 to move on. 17. Come on, Riley. He might even do it in the allotted time. He might not even need bonus time. Okay, he might need bonus time. Although, if this one goes over, that's a tie ball game. It is 19-19 with 1 hit left. Oh, he did need bonus time. Barely. But there it is. Austin Riley will go to the finals. 20 bombs in 1 round. Eloy put a good fight up, but Austin Riley is just on a different level this season. Who will he play against, though? Will he take on Pete Alonso, or will he take on Rafael Devers? Pete drops 17. Can Rafael hit 18? Here it is. He does not. Only 14. He must have used all his power just to get past Joey Bart in the first round. It will be poetry as Austin Riley will take on his former Chicago Cougar teammate, Pete Alonso. And Pete will go first. How many? Well, you know what? Let's watch Pete. How many will Pete hit in this championship round, the final round of the Derby? He hits his first one. The Polar Bear. These two guys have respect for each other, playing on the same infield for a few seasons. I think at least 2 seasons they played together. Never won a World Series together because we won the World Series after we traded Pete Alonso. He's got 3 home runs with 3 minutes to go. There's a 4th one. Whatever he does, I don't want him to get bonus time, and I don't want him to get, like, over 20, because I don't think Austin Riley's got it in the tank to hit over 20 again after he just hit 20 to win the semifinals. So as long as he doesn't get bonus time and doesn't hit over 20, we should be comfortable to win the Home Run Derby this year. Like I mentioned, Pete Alonso, a former Home Run Derby winner with the Chicago Cougars a few seasons ago. I don't know exactly how long ago it's been, because I don't remember how long ago we traded him. That's the problem. 10 home runs now for Pete. It's getting pretty crazy here, but he doesn't have any stars close to the 440 for the bonus time. He's got 11, but he's under a minute. This is very good. Unless he goes crazy and hits like 5 in a row in the final minute, I think we should be pretty comfortable. 12. Pete might have used all his energy. There's 13. That should be... Oh, nope. That dies. So there's still 13. He's under 10 seconds to... Well, he's now under 10 seconds to go. He's got 14. Final swing. Pete Alonso hits 15. So we have to hit 16 to win the Derby this year. He really pulled it out in that last minute. Austin Riley. He knows what he has to do. He's calling his shot. 16 to win the Derby. In his home state of Chicago. Well, his home state of Illinois. His home city of Chicago, I should say. Even though it's not his home ballpark, it is still in Chicago. There's still a lot of Cougars fans in the ballpark cheering on their MVP. And he's sitting at 4 with a star for bonus time. He's gotten bonus time every single round so far. He has only needed it in the semifinals. And there it is. Bonus time already. Bonus time already. But we don't even want to use bonus time. We want to win the Derby before bonus time has to come into play. Will that happen? I don't know, because Riley is starting to drain energy pretty quickly. And if this pitcher doesn't throw me good pitches, I'm going to be upset. That's perfect off the bat. 449. We have bonus time twice over now. We are sitting at 9 home runs, 10 home runs with 2 minutes to go. 450. Riley's just dropping nukes out there in left field. That should be 11. Oh, it dropped just right before the wall. He's starting to get a little tired. We will use our bonus time after this swing, or not our bonus time, our timeout after this swing, because we need 4 to tie, 5 to win the Derby. There's 12. There's 13? Yes, sir. There's 13. There's not 14. I don't think that's going to get out. Nope, that died. There's 14. And here comes the tie. Austin Riley has tied the Derby. 384 for the win. Austin Riley has won the home run derby. There it is. A Chicago Cougar is once again the best home run hitter in Major League Baseball. And he shakes the hand of his former teammate, the current defending MVP, once again has a trophy in the trophy case. Yes, sir. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Riley. I'm proud of you. What a stud. What a freaking stud. 15, 20, 16. Man, Eloy Jimenez really gave me the work. He really gave me the work. But we came out on top. We got lucky that Pete didn't hit that many in the final round. And Austin Riley is the home run derby champion. Congratulations to the boy. And now we go to the All-Star game, where we will have at least 2 participants. Not sure who else could be in there, but we will have at least 2. So no, we will not have a starter. Morales will be in the rotation, and so is Scooble. After what he's done this season, he makes the All-Star team? Okay, very interesting. So we have 2 starting pitchers that make the team, but Jack Leiter, former Cougar Hunter Green as well. But former Cougar Jack Leiter will start the All-Star game. Congratulations to him. We also have Doyle Atkinson, so 3 pitchers, because Doyle's a closer. 3 pitchers, and former Cougar Garrett Crochet for 2 seasons. He was such a stud. He was such a stud for us. But he makes the All-Stars. This starting rotation, or this pitching staff, is loaded with former Cougar players, plus a couple current ones in Scooble, Morales, and Doyle Atkinson. But Jack Leiter will get the start. Then in the rotation, or in the lineup, we have just Riley as a starter. So Jesse Winker is there. He's on the trade block, and he's an all-star starter. That's crazy. So we have Riley as a starter, but he's starting at DH because Rafael Devers won the third base thing. Actually, no. Switch that. Riley, when we last looked, Riley was the starter at third base, so we will make him the starter at third base. Other than that, nobody else. Oh, Julio. Julio makes the all-star team. Good for him. Man, we got so many all-stars this year. Plus, we have former all-star former Cougar Scott Everett, who we traded away, and he seems to be having a very good season. Good for him. And then Alejandro Kirk. Obviously, we know the history with Alejandro. Alejandro Kirk, who is a Cougar lifer, who we had to trade away for budget restrictions. We couldn't pay him. But he won a World Series with us. He was a stud. I think he won a World Series with us. Did he not? I don't remember. But he deserves to win a World Series because he was a stud. So there's so many Cougar players, former and current, that are on this All-Star team. But we have 3 pitchers and 2 batters that make the All-Star team. We have a really solid team. Let's go and you know how this works. We only play with the Cougar players. So we will jump into this game. We will go to quick manage, and we will go until our guys come up. So first up, it'll probably be Riley, and then we will substitute out our pitchers and then go from there and all that kind of stuff. You know how it works. We'll get into it, and we'll go through it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. We've still got trade deadline stuff on the horizon, so don't do anything. Don't leave. Don't do anything. Let's get through the All-Star game, and then we will get to the good stuff. Leave a like. Let's go play the All-Star game.
Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the MLB All-Star Game. It's the National League All-Stars taking on the American League All-Stars. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star Game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these all-star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. Getting the nod in this one, Jack Leiter.
Yeah, electric stuff and just great fastball. Able to move it around the zone. Has that late life to it.
All right, we will jump in and do the good stuff. The quick manage. We will simulate the half inning. The NL All-Stars take a 3-0 lead. We will go until we need to pitch or need to hit with Austin Riley. Jack Leiter will now come out because he's pitched 2 innings. Starters pitch 2 innings in Major League or in the All-Star game. Simulate the Nate Pearson one, and now we jump in because Austin Riley will take the plate for the first time in the All-Star game. The defending Home Run Derby champion and MVP of the league takes a 3-1 count and sends that fastball right to second base. The shift worked to perfection there. They were ready for it. And now we jump back out. Pearson will come out, and we will bring in Morales. And Morales will step up and play the 4th inning against Dominic Smith, who will send a full count fastball to foul territory. And we will go change up here. Morales has had such a good season, man. He's got, what, 13 wins on the year? Such a fantastic season. Way better than I would have ever thought in his first full season here in Chicago, because I think we got a big strikeout on Dominic Smith. I think we got him in the trade deadline last season, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. We traded for him last year around this time, and he's been good ever since. It was a good investment. This is who we traded. We traded Ohtani for him, right? Oh, that hit him in the knee. I hope he is okay. Will he be able to get that out? I don't think so. No, 44 Smith is good for Joey Bart. But that hit Morales in the knee. I hope he's not injured because we need him. Okay, nothing seems to be the problem with him. That's good. I'm pretty sure that's who we traded Ohtani for, right? Is Morales? Whatever, it doesn't... Oh, mother of pearl. Luis Urias proving why he deserved to be in the Home Run Derby in the first place. He sends a 2-run bomb to left field, and Morales, the potential Cy Young winner, gives up a 2-run, or gives up a big-time 2-run home run. Can Juan Soto make the play here? Yes, he can. Juan Soto in right field. That's the second out of the inning. It's a good thing Morales is only pitching this inning because that was not a good sign. A solo home run for this dude who hit leadoff. He will get on base, and Riley Green steps up, who I think is DHing for the All-Star team this season, or this game. He will look at a 1-2 count and stay very still and look at that ball. But he hits the changeup. Moncada will make the play at second, and it will be the end of the inning. So unfortunately, the National Leaguers get two more runs with the 2-run home run for the boy, Luis Urias. That's unfortunate. That's big unfortunate. Can we do anything with it? No, we can't. Morales will come out and Scuba will step in. So Scuba will step up against Bo Bichette. Let's see if we can take Bo out. Scuba, who surprisingly made the All-Star team. I wasn't expecting that, judging by his play during our simulation during the regular season. And possible trade candidate. That would be weird, right? Trading an All-Star this season. But I think it's got to happen. I think it's got to happen for the good of the squad. Scuba needs to go. So does Shane. At least Shane Baz needs to go. I think Shane Baz is a hindrance to this team's success long term. So I think he needs to go. Scooble, on the other hand, is going to be a different story. I think he needs to go, but we'll see. I don't know. Him making the All-Star team now makes me think about it a little bit more. But Scooble is the one who would be able to get us Susanna. I don't think Shane Baz has the value to be able to get us Susanna. We could try it, but I don't think he's got the value to get us Susanna. So it's up in the air. Scooble's fate with this squad this season. Does he stick around next season? That's another story. We'll get there when we get there. But as far as this season, his status is very much up in the air, but he does strike out Dominic Smith to end the inning. So now all of our pitchers, at least starters, are done. So that's good. But Austin Riley steps up. This will be his final at-bat in the All-Star game, because then we'll start subbing people out. And he looks at a slider for the second ball of the at-bat, going up against John Means, who's still in the game. Still in the All-Star game, which is weird because he was old when, like, the roster, when the real-life roster, he's old in real life. So the fact that we're like, what, 5-6 seasons in, and he's still, he is still becoming an All-Star, still producing, is very impressive. And Alex Bregman, Santa Maria, that ball is gone. 2-run shot to get the American Leaguers on the board. Good for the boys. John Means let a ball hang, and Bregman made him pay. And I was only playing with Bregman because Riley was on base. So now we do that right there, and Scooble will come out for the last starter, Hunter Green. We will simulate that, and he allows 3 runs, so good for him. Very, very good for him. Juan Soto will come out for, let's give Josh Naylor. Yeah, let's give Josh Naylor a shot. So he will swing. Pete Alonso will be replaced by Scott Everett. Rafael Devers will be replaced by probably, I don't know. Maybe Alejandro Kirk, because he was a DH for us, so might as well be a DH in the All-Star game as well. And now Hunter Green can come out for Garrett Crochet, who's a freaking stud. Jesse Winker will get pitch hit for Julio Rodriguez, and we will jump in and play with Julio, since he is our player. The final batter that we need to, I hardly know her, that we need to hit with, and he goes down swanging, so that's not a very good showing from Julio. I apologize there, Julio. Austin Riley will take him out. Pinch hit for, who can play third base? Can you play third base? Kim can play third base, Torres can play third base, and Dan, okay, so all of them can play third base. So we will put Kim, Ha-Seong Kim at third base. Bregman will come out for Dansby. We'll swing that. Garrett Crochet can come out for Lucas Sims. All right, pinch hit. Rushman will come out for Harry Ford. And Moncada will come out for Glaber. We'll do that. And Brian Reynolds will come out for pinch hit for Dominguez. We'll swing that. We're starting to get some things going here. We'll swing that. 1 run scored. Strikeout. Kirk, ground out. Pitching change. Doyle Atkinson will come in, and Doyle will get the end of the game. We are at top 9. Actually, not the end of the game, because we've got bottom 9 to go up. So we will get the first out of the inning. Ooh, Cody Bellinger, very interesting, making the All-Star team. Must be having a decent season, I guess. But he's looking at a 1-2 count against Doyle Atkinson, one of the best closers in all of baseball. He will foul that off. Let's see. Let's go change up here, try to get him swanging. And he will send that to the warning track. Julio Rodriguez will track it at the wall, gets the catch. Good job, Julio. That's why he's got the speed. Speed kills, baby. Speed kills. Albert Almora Jr. Very interesting All-Star participant. You wouldn't think that he would make an All-Star team, but he does. He's here. Hitting .330 on the year. Good for him. Ooh, how did he not chase that? That was very tempting. A very tempting pitch. I don't know how he didn't chase that. Whatever. He will foul tip that change up, and we will go to a full count. It's either going to be a walk or a strikeout. I guess I was wrong. There's a third option. Secret option C, he foul tips it. Oh, he looks at the slider low, and he will get walked. Joey Bart steps to the plate. And Joey Bart will get a 2-out single to right field. Naylor fields it. And is there a little bit of danger on the horizon for the National Leaguers? Are they going to put some National League power into it? Luis Urias had a 2-run home run already in this game, and now he gives a 3-run home run. Why is it against me? Why is this man a little devil? He is killing the game. It'll be 11-3. The American Leaguers have no shot at winning this game because Luis Urias has put up 5 runs. Wow, what a stud. What a freaking stud. Julio Rodriguez will get one more opportunity to have a better showing than what he did his last time out, but he will go strike out again, this time looking. Edwin Diaz with a beautiful pitch on the corner, and that will be the day done for the Cougars, and we will lose 11-3 in the All-Star game. We got embarrassed. We got embarrassed. We lose. Wow, okay. That was bad. No Cougar player really played that great. I mean, Morales had a home run given up. So did Doyle Atkinson. I mean, Skubal played okay. But now it's time for trade deadline stuff. We forget about all the All-Star conversations. It's trade deadline time. And we lose 2 of 3 against the Rangers. Why are we losing games against the worst team in the division? I don't understand what's going on. But whatever. We need to figure out what we are going to do. We know we're trading Shane Baz. That's just a guarantee. We know we're trading Shane Baz, but are we trading Skubal? Can I get it done, Shane Baz, for Susanna? Yes, I can. Susanna will go to us for Shane Baz, straight up even. But we could also get a little bit more. What else can we get? Can we get this guy? No, we cannot. He is very valued. What else can we get for Susanna? Or alongside Susanna? Can we get Fernando Tatis? No, we cannot. Of course we could. I knew we weren't going to be able to get Fernando Tatis. Just making a joke. It doesn't look like they really have anything else that I'd want. We might as well just take the extra cap space instead of adding somebody else that we'd have to pay. Tanner Turnwall. This guy was one we were looking at. I remember him. He was part of the deal. But he's dropped. Did he drop potential? I think he might have dropped potential. I don't remember. But we can throw him in the deal for... Who should we give up? Who should we give up? Should we give up a pitcher? Probably give up another starting pitcher. Let's give them... Should we give them Pete Robles? No, Pete Robles having a great year. We can't give him Pete Robles. So is Damian Jennings. Sixto's having a good year. Can't give up Jackie. I like all of my pitchers, though. The only guy I'd be willing to give up is Jason Williams because he's 26. Yeah, I'd do this. 2 starting pitchers for 2 starting pitchers. Trade done. Susanna comes to the Cougars. He's a guy that I've wanted for a while, but he's always had too much value. Now he shows up. He's here. Turnwall can go to AAA. And do we have too many people on the 40-man? No, we don't. We have 38, 39. So we actually have a spot remaining on the 40-man roster. But Turnwall will take a spot in AAA. And Susanna will become one of our new starting pitchers. Congratulations. He will now go to the back of the lineup. And I hope he delivers better than what Skubal does, or what Baz does. But now we have a very interesting decision to make. Skubal, do we trade you? What's his value? If we do suggest trades, what do we get for Skubal? What are they willing to give me? That's a big question. Anything? Okay, here we go. So they're willing to give me 2 A potential guys, but they're old. Colton Cowser, a known Cougar killer, or at least a juice killer. Nothing there. Oh, we got 2 different trades for each team. Okay, so don't like anything there. Don't like anything there. Everybody's a little bit older, but that's to be understood because Scooble's making so much money. And remember, this could also be used, now that we have Susanna, who was going to be part of the Scooble trade, now that we have Susanna, we can look for a little bit of salary relief, a little salary dump. So that could also be on the table. I don't think the trade finder is going to give me anything that I'm particularly interested in. So I think I might just have to build my own trade. Yeah, we might as well just do that. I'm not going to find anything in there that I like. So let's build our own trade. It's obviously going to have to involve a starter to replace Scooble. I guess not obviously, because we could just call up one of our young guys, but no, it's got to have a starter because we're in our winning window right now. So I want a guy that can come in and deliver when we need him to. So we need to get a guy. We're looking for a guy who's cheap. We could try and get Jack Leiter back. That'd be hilarious. The all-star starter. We need to get a guy who is cheap, but also is established. Let's see. Who fits that bill? Who is cheap, but is established and is having a good season? Nobody there. Detmers is cheaper, but is he having a good season? No, he's not. And he's cold right now. Let's see. I cannot afford to screw this up. We are in our winning window. We need to win the World Series this season. Let's see. I keep hitting L1 instead of R1. Aaron Nola is a free agent after this season. That's crazy. Okay, let's see where we need to go with this. What are we going to do? We looked at this guy, but I think he was a little bit too valued. We have to give up a little bit. Estevan Pacheco. Have to give up just a tiny bit extra for him, but he could be a guy. He's 6-6 right now. He's coming off of a 16-6 season. A phenomenal year. But he's 27. I don't know. He's a possibility, I guess. He is a possibility, especially because he's not on a big contract. Lodolo is 30 years old, and he's a free agent. That'd be a rental. I don't want to do that, especially because Scooble's under contract for 2 more seasons after this one. So I don't want a rental. If we're gonna trade Scooble for somebody, I want to have control for at least another season so I can make a decision on him. This guy, Damian Gatlin, 10-7. We'd have to give up a good amount for him because he's a very valuable pitcher. But he's got arbitration. Oh, he's locked up for a while. He is locked up for a long time. Damian Gatlin could be the guy. He could be the guy. Although that's a risky move because if we trade for Gatlin, then we'd be giving up a lot of experience. Trevor Rogers would be our oldest pitcher in the lineup by far. We'd be giving up a lot of experience. That's a risky move. Very risky move, but he's so cheap and he's under contract and he's controlled, team control. Who else would we have to give up? Who do they want? Who would get this across the board? Would Xavier Edwards get it done? Xavier Edwards possibly gets it done. He would help it get it done. What about Pedro Rodriguez? Pedro Rodriguez does push it across. Will Ponson puts it across. Damian Hogan pushes it across. Damian Hogan's probably the guy that we throw in there, or Mackenzie Poe. But Mackenzie Poe's always been pretty decent. So I think if we were going to do a trade, this would be the trade. Xavier Edwards we'd be giving up, which would hurt, but we have some depth at second base, so it's not the biggest deal. This is probably the deal. Let's keep going around the teams and see if there's anybody else that fits what we're looking for. There's Shohei. Is there anybody else? Mackenzie Gore, he's 6-7. He's a rental. If he was under contract for another season, he's probably the guy that we go for. But since he's a rental, there's Shane. Oh, we can't. Okay. So we can't trade. I don't want to trade him to the Padres because then we'd just be trading. We'd just be giving them 2 of our pitchers for 2 of their pitchers. So we can't do that. Let's see. Who else? Kyle Harrison. He's 2-8 this year. Wow, he's struggling. Maybe we could turn him around, but that's too risky. It's too risky. Federico Feliz. 5-6 in the year. He's got team control. He wouldn't be a bad player. Plus, we wouldn't have to give up as much. Is he better than Gatlin? Where was Gatlin at? He was on the Cardinals. He's an 85 overall at 24. And Feliz is 25 at 87. So basically, they're on the same development track. So Gatlin, I'm assuming, would be an 87 by this time next season if he develops currently. He's 25. Gatlin is 24. So they're a year apart. He's 2.1 million. Gatlin is 700,000. This is a tough choice. I don't even know if I want to trade Skubal, though. That's the thing. Do we want to trade? It looks like Gatlin is the only option. Do we trade Skubal? Oh, he was so good for us the past 2 seasons. 11-7, 11-8. He was so good for us. And now at 9-8. Am I overreacting is the question. Am I overreacting with Skubal? I mean, he was an all-star this year. He was an all-star this year. Do we just ride it out with Skubal? Or do we trade for Gatlin? It would certainly help us in terms of the budget, that's for sure. Oh, this is a tricky decision. I think the move. I think we I think we make it. Yeah. Ugh, I hate it. Buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse. What did we just do? Damian Gatlin steps into the rotation. We just made 2 huge trades. Do we need to make any more trades is the question. Because now our budget looks a lot better now. We have no more negative projected surplus, which is good. We are positive in the budget. Do we need to make another trade? Is there a position player that we need to trade? Or do we feel confident with everybody here? I think we feel pretty confident with everybody here. We're not going to trade Smooth Jazz, although his contract is up, so we're going to have to pay him. It's a little worrying. I do love me some Smooth Jazz. But I think we feel pretty confident with everybody else. We don't need to trade anybody. I think this is the team that we take into the second half of the season and into the postseason. Oh, okay. We already did it. No going back now. This is the team that we will have as we simulate to the postseason. Wow. Okay, we don't have 4 valid line. Oh, because we traded a guy that was in the DH spot. That's probably right. So let's put Trevor Rogers in that spot. There we go. And we'll put Trevor Rogers in the other spot as well. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So now we simulate the series against the Mariners. And we sweep the Mariners. Morales gets his 14th win of the year. Gatlin gets a win in his debut. Susana will debut against the Rangers. So let's see how he does. He loses that game, or at least we lost the game he started, and he lost the game. Okay, so that's not promising. But Evan McMahon has won 2 games so far. And now we head to the trade deadline. We won the game against the Rangers, Jackson Jobe. Trade deadline action is upon us. We are 7 games up on the Astros. Jay Allen is in trade block. Jesse Winker. I can't believe he's a trade piece because he was an all-star this year, but he is a little bit older. He's got a fat contract. I don't think there's anybody else that we need to trade for. This is the team that we will take into the postseason. Let's simulate past the deadline. We've got July stuff. They're telling me guys that have been waived, all that kind of stuff. All right, so we are 7.5 games up on the Astros. We've got some big series against the Astros as well, but we are looking good. We're ready to go. Finish the series against the Red Sox. 1 or 2 months for Carlo Perez. That's not good. Oh, Louis Mack got a win as well. Okay, big series against the Astros. We will probably play this series against the Astros. No. We will play this series against the Astros in September because that'll decide the division, I'm assuming. What series should we play against here? Should we play against the Phillies? A little 2-game set against them? Maybe we play against the Red Sox? I don't know. Let's get past the Astros here. That's a big win. That's a tough loss. And now there's 6 games here. Okay. It is getting crazy. It is getting really, really crazy. Are we going to play against the Red Sox? I don't know. We are at home against them. Or do we play against the Phillies? I kind of want to play against the Phillies. Because if we're not going to go to Fenway, then why play the Red Sox? So let's simulate to deep into August. Simulate against the Red Sox. We have an important message, but we do... I'm getting a little worried about Susanna. I'm getting a little worried about Susanna. They placed Ross Adolph. Hello. He goes on. I can see why you put him on waivers. Now we play the Mariners, and we get swept. Okay, hello, guys. What's going on here? Why are we getting swept? 70-50, 5 games up on the Astros. Big series against the Astros. Come on, boys. We need some victories. That's not good enough. 4 games up on the Astros. I'm getting worried. I'm getting scared. Morales is the only guy who won for us. Trevor Rogers took a loss as well. We now play the Angels. That's a big series. Big sweep. Big sweep. 6.5 games. We will play the... Let's play the White Sox because I want to play with one of our new guys, either Gatlin or Susanna, and they play those 2 games. So we will simulate the series against the Phillies. Morales has got 16 wins. He's killing the game. So we will either play game 1 or game 2 against the White Sox. 7.5 games up on the Astros. I am getting really, really scared, but it is getting close to the postseason. I'm super excited. Let me know what you think about the trade deadline. Was it a good idea to trade Skubal? I don't know. We will find out when it comes to the postseason. I'm getting a little worried, though. I'm getting a little worried. But that's going to do it for the episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.